Hello all my swell sexy faggot fuckers. It's me Drew Pickles, and today I will be going to Undertale. In order for me to get to Undertale, I will first have to climb Mount Ebott with my gargantuan 300-mile-long penis. And while I do so I shall masturbate to a kinky sexual fantasy of Leonardo DiCaprio giving me a vigorous handjob which will sound like I'm surprised that no one has thought of this yet. Oh yes, tug on my cock harder you sexy beast. Well, I'm moving on up to the east side to a deluxe apartment in the sky. From down this low it's only up we go. Up we go. Ascension related sound references for the win. I've almost reached the climax. Oh boy, here it comes now like Meg, that lost well. And then once I pull myself up onto the highest ledge, I will shout out Gary, I've reached the top. I will then begin walking forward but suddenly I will lose my footing and plummet down into an enormous pit, while screaming like oh my fucking god, I am going to die. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. Crash. Egg, that was not very swell. However, a bed of golden yellow flowers will have softened my landing. So then, like Wile E. Coyote, I will get up and brush myself off before averting my gaze up towards the entrance of the pit and exclaim to myself, wow, what a hole. I shall then make my way through an open door in front of me and will come across a little white flower that will talk to me and say his name is Flowey, and then he will start giving me a brief rundown of how things work in the underground. He will then ask me if I want some love, and to this I will become horny and confused at the same time, so I respond with okay sure. Then he will spit out little white seeds which will remind me of sperm droplets, so of course I will become super fucking horny and allow the seeds to fly toward me, but as soon as they splash on my face he will get pissed off and call me an idiot and say that in this world it's kill or be killed. I will be really taken aback by his sudden change of tone, and of course this will set off my impulsive homosexual rape instincts, so I will then pluck him out of the ground and start shoving him up my ass like a dildo, which will sound something like in this world it's rape or be raped. What the fuck is your fucking problem, you fucking psychopathic prick? You literally scared the shit out of me. But oh my god, you sure do make a great dildo. Now you will be smothered in my scrumptious shit, you little asshole. Bag, that lost well. Just then some ugly old lady named Toriel will appear out of nowhere and say, oh my goodness, who might you be? It has been a long time since any human has fallen down here. So I will tell her my name is Drew Pickles, the gayest man in the universe, and she will say, really? I've never heard of you before, but that is a nice name. Now come and let me guide you through the catacombs. I will then say, no wait bitch, did you not just hear what I said? I am Drew Pickles, the gayest man in the universe, and I will not have some ugly woman take me by the hand and treat me like a fucking child. She will then respond by saying, how dare you speak to me that way, now I will have to punish you. But as she starts charging her fireball attack, I will immediately whip out my 300-mile-long cock and beat her to death like I can already tell that this video is going to be fucking long. Try a little more. I smack you like a bitch and you take it like a whore. Bronies, must I really regret sculling Toriel in his playthrough of this game? But as is customary with Drew Pickles videos, I must do this. Bash crack egg, that lost well. I will continue on through the ruins until I meet an emo ghost thing called Look, who will just be standing there motionless blocking my path. I will then ask him what the hell he is doing, and he will say not much, just plugging along. After an extremely long awkward pause I will say, okay, I'm going to rape you now, because you are in my way, and he will just say sure, whatever. I will feel somewhat disheartened, since he is not going to try and resist me, but I will decide to rape him anyway. However, as I attempt to rape him, my cock will just simply pass through his invisible body. He will then say, you do know that you can't rape ghosts, right? After another long pause I will say, wow, this is awkward, and he will say, okay, well, just pretend that you raped me. I'm going home now to lay on the floor and feel like garbage. He will then float away and I will just stand there uncomfortably for about 10 seconds before I regain my composure and continue on my swell way. Eventually I will get through the ruins and then find myself in a cold dark forest surrounded by a winter landscape. Every so often I will hear strange noises and get the sneaking suspicion that someone is following me. Suddenly I will stop and hear a voice say, don't you know how to greet a new pal? Turn around and shake my hand. Of course I will be somewhat creeped out, but I will turn around and instead of attempting to shake the stranger's hand, I will extend my penis and he will grab it, causing me to become horny. He will then reveal himself and say, hey, you're Drew Pickles, right? That's hilarious. I'm Sans the skeleton. I will then ask him how in the fuck he knows who I am, and he will say, are you kidding? I've watched all your Barney Bunch porno movies and they were super swell up the bum bum. I can't believe I'm actually meeting you. This is so awesome. Then he will start telling me about how his brother Papyrus is a human hunting fanatic and that we should rape him up his bony asshole. I will say sounds quite swell my little nigger, and then I will go hide behind a conveniently placed group Pickles-shaped lamp and wait for Papyrus to show up. Then Papyrus will appear and say Sans, what the hell are you doing? You're supposed to be on watch for humans right now you numbskull. I must capture a human, then I, the great Papyrus, will finally get the recognition I deserve and join the royal guard. Then Sans will say, I've just been staring at this lamp, it's really cool, do you want to look? Papyrus will then say damn it Sans, that's not a lamp you dumbass, that's a human. He will then start walking closer, at which point I will jump out. Then me and Sans will ambush him and force him into a sweaty butt fucking threesome, which will sound like this rape sequence will contain many skeleton puns. We are boning you in our massive boners. Come on, Sans, put your backbone into it. The head bone's connected to the neck bone. The neck bone's connected to a vertebrae and the vertebrae is connected to another vertebrae. And that vertebrae is connected to another vertebrae. I just stole that line from Mr. Experimental using the broken pieces of the fourth wall as Dildos. Time for me to skull fuck you like a now get ready for my cum bag that last swell. I will then pass through a nearby village and will then find myself in a luminous cavern of sorts. Along the way I will meet many strange creatures, including Aaron, who I will make my sex slave, Washa, whose water tank I will refill with my spludge, and Sharon, that I will use as a dildo like bag that last swell. Before long I will arrive at a mountain pass, where I will see a knight in shiny armor standing on top of a peak. He will then begin to speak to me like, six human souls we have gathered thus far. Only one more and King Ascor will become a god. Through your seventh and final soul, this world will be transformed. However, seeing as you've made it this far, I will tell you the tragic tale of our people. It all started a long time ago. There will then be yet another long pause, before he says no, you know what? Screw it. Why should I tell you that story, when you're about to die? He will then remove his helmet and I will be in shock horror of what I will see. The knight will not be a sexy muscular man like I imagined, but rather an ugly blue demon fish girl with a red ponytail. The smell of raw fish will then fill the area and I bet that you, the person watching this video, can tell what will happen next. Egg, that was not swell at all. And then she will say, you are standing in the way of everyone's hopes and dreams, going around raping everyone in your path, as well as shoving various things and innocent creatures up your ass like dildos. What kind of psychotic sick fuck are you? I shall then explain to her my world-famous line. Everybody say it with me in 3, 2, 1. I will show you the true definition of a sick fuck, as I unsheath my mastodonic love stick and start bludgeoning her to a bloody pulp like you're one to talk, because you shattered my hopes and dreams by making me believe that you were a sexy muscular man. You've got to be one of the ugliest fucking sluts I've ever met in my entire life. Using your spears as dildos, while I continue to beat you to death like you you're not dead yet? What the hell are you creatures made out of? Okay, enough of this shit. Time to smash you into oblivion with my 6,000-pound testicles like crack bag. That was mass murderingly swell. And then, after leaving the scene of the crime I will continue onward, until I reach Hotland, a region of the underground made of fire and brimstone, where there is but a single laboratory. I will then proceed to enter into the laboratory and come across a TV screen, which appears to be showing live footage of me and my current location. Getting the obvious intention that someone's been stalking me, I will slowly tiptoe across the room when suddenly the lights will turn on, stopping me dead in my tracks, and a yellow stegosaurus wearing a lab coat will walk into the room and say, oh my god, you're that sexy man who I've been constantly observing on my console. I didn't expect you to get here so soon. With a slightly uncomfortable look on my face I will say, excuse me, you've been observing me? The scientist will then say, yes, I've been monitoring your every move, and by your every move, I mean your rough sexual encounters with those two skeletons and every other creature you've met on your way here. It, really gave me a lot of, pleasure watching you rape them with that, phenomenal erection of yours, and now that you're here, I, thought we could, go up to my room and, hang out or something. Upon realizing that the scientist is actually a woman, and that she probably wants me to put my cock inside her tight virgin pussy, I will become really disgusted and say hell to the fucking no. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm Drew Father fucking Pickles, the gayest man in the universe, and I would never, I repeat, never in 1,000 trillion years ever touch your nasty fat skank bitch ass. And with that I will, yes, you guessed it, beat the living shit out of her with my penis like I just realized that I hardly raped anyone in this whole video thus far. This sucks. All I've been doing is beating up these worthless sluts. Seriously, where the fuck are all the hot sexy men in this place? Oh my god, my penis is hurting like a motherfucker. I bet you are secretly enjoying this. Ass crack egg that lost painfully swallow. I shall then make my way across the reaches of hot land, until I am stopped by 2 royal guard knights who will say, "We've received an anonymous tip about a human wandering around with a telephone pole and wearing a blue sweater vest." Sounds scary, I know. Then, after yet another awkward pause, they will realize that I am wearing a blue sweater vest and have a massive 300-mile long bulge in my pants. One of the guards will then say, "Wow, this is mega embarrassing. We actually totally have to kill you and stuff." I shall then whip out the aforementioned 300-mile long bulge that is my cock and will attempt to rape them out of self-defense, but then stop myself, because I will become very suspicious after my recent encounter with that fish slut. Instead, I will ever so subtly ask,
"Are you a woman?" "No."
Okay, that's proof enough for me. Now let's get it on like Diddy Kong. 3 ways are fucking swell. It's not hard to tell that you two are gay for each other. Finally some big beefy men to have poopy butt sex with using our sweat as anal lubrication. Shoving your swords up my ass like dildos. Pounding on your naked chest like a bongo drum. The bronies must die is running out of rape phrases, so now I'm just going to make you to suck my cock like and spew my hot nice cream all over you like bag that lost swell. And then I will keep going forward, shoving numerous pie ropes and Vulcans up my ass and avoiding unnecessary filler content along the way, until I arrive at a luxury hotel run by a robotic TV sensation called Metaton. All of a sudden my stomach will growl like and I will realize it's because I'm so incredibly fucking hungry. So I will step inside the convenient fast food booth and the guy behind the counter will say, "Welcome to the MTT Grand Burger Emporium, home of the glam burger. Sparkle up your day." I will assume that is supposed to mean hello, what'll it be today, sir? So I will tell him that I would like a triple anal bacon poopy man cheeseburger with a side of cubic curly fries and a large cup of fizzy urine to drink. The guy will then get a creepy expression on his face that looks like he just shit and jizzed his pants and say, "Are you fucking serious? Why in the fucking world would you want to fucking eat something like that? That is just so fucking disgusting. What the fuck is fucking wrong with you?" I will then say, "I dare you to say fuck one more time," and he will reply with, "You're right, I'm not falling for that fucking trick you guess what? You just did. Totally stole that line from Shelton Disney one. The stealing lines from other Drew Pickles video makers is a swell thing to do. Using the shattered pieces of the fourth wall as dildos. Let's see what kind of facial expression you make when you've got a cock up your bum. Oh my god, it's so fucking priceless. Now get ready to be smothered in my man-made mayonnaise like bag that lost swell. So of course I will be left to make my swell order myself, so I shall do just that and then eat it within a fraction of a millisecond like bag that lost swell. Just then Metaton will burst in and say, "Oh yes." Metaton makes his grand entrance. The non-existent audience will then applaud, before he turns to me and says, "Oh my, aren't you a tall drink of water?" And I just loo with moisture. Let's all have a round of applause for our guest. The audience will start clapping again, and amidst being completely starstruck, it will then occur to me that this robot is clearly gay, and that he basically just hit on me, which will make me super duper horny. So, while his back is turned, I will attempt to rape him but then be disappointed to find out that he doesn't have an asshole. Instead my cock will hit his power switch that will cause him to start shaking like an epileptic dildo before spontaneously combusting in a blast of thick white smoke. Through the smoke, a humanoid figure will emerge saying, "If you flipped my switch, that can only mean one thing. You are desperate for the premiere of my new body. In return, I will make your last living moments absolutely beautiful." Once the smoke clears, I will look in front of me only to see. Holy fucking shit, it's fucking Michael Jackson. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, come here you sexy boy. I'm gonna rip you a new asshole. The Swellness. The smells like medophilia. You know I'm gay, I'm really gay, and the whole world has to answer right now just to tell you once again, who's gay. Drama, romance, bloodshed, and rape. Oh my. The ratings are over 9,000 using the audience. And still this she can't take much more, Captain. I'm firing my laser. Meg, that last weight. Oh boy, he is going to explode. Bag, that was extraordinarily swell. Now I will go to the core and ride the elevator on up to Ascor's castle, where for some reason all time is stopped. However, some creatures will suddenly appear and try to tell me some tragic backstory that I don't give a flying dildo about, so I will shut them up by shutting my cock in all of their bodily orifices, until they slowly succumb to asphyxiation and die. And finally, the moment you've all been waiting for, King Ascor will step out of his throne room, also known as his office, and ask the world-famous line, "What the fuck is going on here?" I will respond with, "Oh, not much, Your Highness, just spreading my homosexuality throughout the world of the underground, because bronies must." I thought it would be a super swell idea for a Drew Pickles Goes to video, seeing as no one else has ever told me to visit your kingdom before, and now that I have, I think it's way better with the changes I've made to it. As he surveys the carnage and chaos that I have so swellingly wrought upon the land, he will get a horrified expression on his face and say, "Holy sweet mother of God, what the hell have you done to my beloved kingdom?" Then he will turn to me, his face now teeming with rage, and say, you are without a doubt the most vile, ruthless, sick-minded human being I have ever met in my life. I will not forgive you for this. Now I shall execute you and take your soul, so that I may shatter the barrier, to make sure that a genocide of this magnitude never happens again." He will then draw his enormous red trident and attempt to impale me with it, but as you all know, it will not affect me, because I will use my super swell homosexual gay faggot lightning fast reflexes to warp behind him and proceed to fuck the ever-living shit out of his furry asshole extremely hard, like the bestiality at its finest. Where is your god now, bitch? You've had this coming, quite literally. This game is seriously overrated. But as the successor of Earthbound, it was still pretty good. I bet all the little butthurt fantards are going to flag this video now. Well, calm the fuck down, you dipshits, it's only a joke. But then again, most of you people can't take a fucking joke these days. Okay, I don't think the fourth wall can take this abuse anymore, so now I will use your trident as a dildo like I enjoy the swellness of this pain. I enjoy the swellness of this pain. I enjoy the swellness of this pain. Now you will choke on my cock like time for the epic conclusion. That lost his swell for words. I will then take Ascor's soul and pass through the barrier, back to my swell hometown of Brewland, where I will proceed to call out the Barney Bunch and tell them all about my latest homosexual escapade. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. All of that sounds so incredibly but fucking cum-guzzling, cock-mongling, slut-bashing, furry asshole raping dildos up my ass. I'll turn you gay, in less than a supersonic second to become swell out the bum-bum. I think I will climb Mount Everest and go to Undertale to do all of those things right now. Until we meet again, my swell sexy faggots.